Rudy are like this. Rudy's like my bestie. He's the first person I'm gonna call out of everybody for really anything. And so like we have a lot of chemistry because of that, because we're really good friends.
Gather around, loves, because the Outer Banks cast drama is messier than a love triangle gone wrong. You've got feuds, unfollows, a main character's sudden exit, jealousy on set, you name it. As the show is rolling on your screens, a whole soap opera was happening off screen, and we are here for it. Y'all, there is a lot to unpack here, so grab your popcorn and let's get right into it.
But somebody commented and said something that didn't sit right with me at all. And somebody said, and I've heard a couple people say this before, that Mariah is dating me for clout or dating me for the fame or for whatever. And I'd like to address that right now. It just like this baffles me. First of all, let's be clear. How is my girlfriend dating me for fame? You know, we date each other, right? That's how a relationship works. It's not one person dating somebody, yes? Like, y'all are clear on that? I'm gonna say it again. In order for me to think that my girlfriend's only dating me for fame, I would have to believe that I have nothing better to offer as a girlfriend, as a wife, as a partner, whatever, than fame.
To give you some context, fans have been obsessed with the chemistry between Ruddy Panko, JJ, and Madison Bailey, Kiara, since day one. Like, the connection these two had on screen was straight up fire, and everyone wanted them together IRL. But what seemed like a perfect friendship, or maybe even something more, turned into absolute chaos. Let's just say it has been anything but smooth sailing for this Outer Banks duo. Okay, so let's rewind to where it all started. Ruddy and Madison first met in the most random way on a plane. Picture this, JJ and Madison was as JJ, and Madison was still hustling through auditions, hoping to land the role of Kiara. And immediately he set his eyes on Madison, and Ruddy just kind of knew that they'd be a great on-screen duo. He spotted her and immediately played Sherlock Holmes, tracking her down on IG like a pro and sliding into her DMs. Madison recalls this moment, and she was like, did this guy 3 seats up just DM me? Honestly, kinda cute. Fast forward, and Madison eventually became Kiara. Word on the street is Ruddy might have pulled some strings behind the scenes to make sure that she got the role, because apparently he couldn't see anyone else as Kiara. And once the show kicked off, their bond was unmatched. They were goofy, comfortable, and vibing both on and off set. Fans quickly caught on, and the Giara ship was born.
Like, even as we're sitting here, my notification bar is coming down like hashtag Giara. Like, it's a lot. I didn't see it coming, but watching it back, I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, I totally get that. There were definitely lines in there, and there were like hints and stuff that we didn't even think about until the fans took that and ran with it, so.
But here's where it gets spicy, y'all. As fans started shipping them hard, Rudy and Madison were all for it. They played along, posting cozy pics, and even fueled the flames with captions like, the content y'all came for. At one point, Ruddy was caught playing with Madison's hair in BTS footage, even putting her hair in his mouth. Deadass fans were losing it. It was cute, until it wasn't.
The end game of the OBX, I can see JJ and Kiara being like, all right, there's something.
Things took a sharp left when girlfriends entered the chat. Ruddy started dating Elaine Semick, who was working as an assistant on the set, and Madison found love with Mariah Linney, whom she met on TikTok. At first, everything seemed chill, but it didn't take long for the drama to start bubbling. Madison even hinted at the fallout in a tweet saying, the internet has ruined an abundance of friendships. And just like that, those adorable Giara moments, gone. No more selfies, no more behind the scenes giggles, just tension. Now, let's talk about Elaine for a sec, because this girl has been a controversial figure from the jump. Before she even got with Ruddy, fans were already side-eyeing her alleged racist comments and shaming of other women. And when she started dating Ruddy, she didn't exactly win people over. In fact, she was spotted yanking him away from fans while he was signing autographs. This was particularly super concerning because Ruddy's career was just taking off and he really needed to be on the fans' good book. But then his girlfriend could not even respect that. Big red flag. Fans were not here for it, and the hate towards Elaine only grew when rumors started flying about her meddling in Ruddy and Madison's friendship. But hold up, because Mariah wasn't off the hook either. During a live Q&A, she casually mentioned she didn't like Ruddy. Like, what?
Hey, no. Stop. Nope. Rudy's my friend. Rudy is my friend, yeah.
Who is this? Shit. No, we're not doing this.
Of course, that comment didn't sit well with fans, and tension between these couples only escalated from there. Things got even pettier when Elaine and Mariah started spending more time on set, hanging out like they were a part of the cast. Elaine even became a behind-the-scenes photographer, which sounds innocent enough, but fans accused her of purposely leaving out Giara content to stir the pot. And when Madison defended her girlfriend Mariah, Ruddy clapped back online with a lengthy post to stand up for Elaine. Let's just say that the drama reached new heights and the fandom was divided like never before. And here is where it gets wild. Allegations started swirling about Elaine cheating on Ruddy during a trip to Italy. Fans dug up a photo that supposedly showed her with another man, but Elaine quickly denied it, claiming the nails in the pic didn't match hers because she has anxiety and picks at them. Like, girl, what? Meanwhile, whispers of Ruddy allegedly cheating on his previous girlfriend, Teodora Marcella, with Elaine also resurfaced, and it was a whole mess. Word is that back in 2019, when Ruddy and Elaine first started hanging out, he was still dating his ex, Teodora Marcella. Fans speculated that Ruddy cheated on Teo with Elaine during a cast trip to celebrate his birthday. Elaine has denied all cheating allegations, but the timeline was super sus, to say the least, and fans were quick to connect the dots. But that is not all. Amid all this chaos, season 3 finally delivered the Giara romance fans had been waiting for. But behind the scenes, Ruddy and Madison were more distant than ever. They barely interacted, and when fans noticed Ruddy deleting old pics of Madison from his Instagram, it only added fuel to the fire. Things got so awkward that even their interviews about season 3 felt forced and cringy. And y'all, it did not stop there. By the time filming for season 4 rolled around, the tension hit an all-time high. Madison unfollowed Elaine on Instagram, and then Elaine unfollowed Madison and Mariah followed back by unfollowing Ruddy and Elaine. It was like an unfollow war, and fans couldn't keep up. The cherry on top, Ruddy and Madison reportedly needed stunt doubles for a simple cuddle scene because they couldn't even fake being close anymore. Like, how do you go from besties to this? But wait, there is even messier stuff. Elaine eventually got fired from the set for being a nuisance and allegedly hating on Giara. This led to Ruddy considering leaving the show altogether. And around the same time, leaks started coming out about JJ's demise in season 4, which according to insiders was Ruddy's way of exiting the show for good. The showrunners tried to spin it, claiming JJ's death was always a part of the plan, but fans weren't buying it. The truth is that Ruddy was just over all of the drama. An insider who claimed to work on the show leaked some details saying Ruddy Panko reportedly decided to leave Outer Banks because he hasn't felt comfortable on set for a while, dating back to season 2. And the situation worsened in season 3. Tensions between his longtime girlfriend Elaine and co-star Madison Bailey contributed to this discomfort. While Ruddy and Madison were civil and professional, their off-camera relationship has been strained for years. Despite fans' love for their characters and the ship, their personal dynamics off-screen made things overwhelming, especially for Ruddy. Before season 4, Ruddy requested changes to his character's storyline and expressed his desire to leave the show as his contract ends with the season. The writers and Netflix were reportedly shocked, but the only realistic way to write his character JJ off the show was to kill him off. The season 4 finale shot in Morocco is said to address this. A Tumblr post also claimed insider knowledge suggesting Ruddy himself pushed for his character's death. And if you think that's crazy, here is yet another dose. An alternate ending for season 4 was filmed where JJ survived just in case Ruddy changes his mind. But clearly, he was ready to move on, leaving fans heartbroken and the Outer Banks cast with a gaping hole where JJ used to be. Like I said, loves, this isn't just Hollywood drama, it is a full-blown soap opera. Between the friendships falling apart, the messy relationships, and Ruddy's shocking exit, it's clear that Outer Banks has way more going on behind the scenes than it does on screen. Moving on, if there's someone who's really lived in the spotlight since this whole mess started, started, oh, best believe it's Elaine. And even after all these, Elaine Semek is back in the spotlight, and her latest moves are giving main character energy in all the wrong ways. So grab the second bowl of popcorn because Elaine has grown some horns, and we've talked about how Ruddy and Madison's friendship combusted behind the scenes of Outer Banks, but Elaine, she's a whole soap opera of her own. Y'all, her reaction to the ongoing backlash is bolder than ever. Let's start with the tea about Elaine's evolution into the drama queen of the Outer Banks. Back in the day, she was just a behind-the-scenes assistant to Jonas Pate, keeping things chill and professional. But once she linked up with Ruddy in 2019, everything changed. Instead of staying in her lane, Elaine became the unofficial antagonist of this off-screen saga. Allegations started piling up like the ones we had mentioned earlier, from accusations of racism to cheating scandals and luvs. The internet never let her forget it. But if you thought Elaine would hide in the shadows, think again, because she is clapping back, leveling up and turning all this chaos into free promo. Here's the thing, Elaine has never been shy about defending herself. Remember when she got accused of selling Ruddy's private photos to fan accounts? She took to her Instagram stories and shut it down, saying, "I've never sent exclusive photos or videos of Ruddy to any fan account ever." She even revealed that the only time she shared anything about Ruddy was with his permission. Like, she wanted the girls to know she's not messy like that, or so she says. But in this latest wave of backlash, Elaine's playing it differently this time. Instead of her usual in-your-face callouts, she's keeping it calculated. But not just that, she's using the drama to promote her upcoming bikini brand, Lame. Yep, when the internet is dragging her left and right, Elaine is out here dropping teasers for a brand that doesn't even launch until 2025. If there's one thing Elaine knows, it's how to turn bad press into business opportunities. Honestly, it's kind of sort of a flex, even if it's a messy one. Just to show y'all how much Elaine no longer gives a damn, let's pull up one of her scandals just one more time. When the internet provided receipts of the whole racist claims, Elaine had no choice but to issue an apology. She claimed that those were comments from a high school trip and that they were a mistake, adding, "I was wrong and I'm learning daily." Like, girl, okay, but the fans weren't buying it. And while she promised to do better, her past continues to haunt her, especially as Outer Banks fans are fiercely loyal and protective of the cast. Fast forward back to the present day, y'all, she has no time to explain herself to y'all, either buy her bikini or talk to her back. Now, if you thought Elaine's controversies were just about her past, think again. The fandom has dragged her for being overly controlling in her relationship with Ruddy and changing him into a version of himself that fans cannot even vibe with. From the moment they started dating in 2020, fans noticed a shift. Ruddy, who was once super chill and open with fans, started pulling back, and Elaine was kind of supporting him on it, if not the one injecting the pressure for Ruddy to focus more on her than his career. She wasn't helping. They still remind her of the infamous incident when she pulled Ruddy away from fans while he was signing autographs, making her look possessive AF. The backlash was immediate, but Elaine didn't care. Fast forward to now, and the drama has only escalated. Elaine's reaction to the chaos surrounding Ruddy's exit from the Outer Banks is calculated but spicy. Instead of fighting back with her usual "y'all stupid" energy, she's staying quiet on some fronts while carefully choosing when and where to speak out. And honestly, her silence is louder than her words this time. It's giving "I'm unbothered, but also hey, here's my bikini line." Speaking of Ruddy's exit, let's address the elephant in the room. Did Elaine have anything to do with it? Fans believe that she played a major role in his decision to leave the show, especially after she was fired from the set. Elaine allegedly clashed with the producers, particularly over the chemistry between Madison and Ruddy. Sources says she was vocal about not liking how close they were on screen or off, and it didn't sit well with the higher-ups. Things came to a head when Elaine got into a heated argument with Jonas Pate's daughter, Lila, and was immediately let go. The fallout was instant, and the next thing we knew, the cast members were unfollowing each other left and right. Elaine and Madison even had their own blowout fight, which reportedly ended with Ruddy siding with Elaine and further distancing himself from Madison. Now, here's where it gets even messier. Elaine's new strategy, leaning into the drama instead of fighting it, shows how much she's grown bolder over time. But in the past, she was quick to pop off on Instagram, clapping back at every little thing. But now she's letting the speculation ride while subtly keeping herself in the conversation. For example, she recently posted a cryptic IG story about moving moving forward and focusing on the future, while fans were still in an uproar over Rudy's departure. She knows exactly what she's doing, loves. By staying in the narrative, Elaine keeps the attention on her, whether it's love or hate. Elaine's rise from an assistant to one of the most talked about figures on the Outer Banks saga is giving full villain arc. It's not enough that she's learned how to weaponize the hate to stay relevant. It looks like she's not stopping anytime soon. So what does this mean for the future of Outer Banks? With Ruddy and Elaine no longer on set, the dynamic has completely shifted. Fans are speculating that season 5 will focus more on Rafe as the new lead, but honestly, the drama off screen will always overshadow what's happening on screen. Whether you love her or hate her, Elaine Semek has cemented herself as a key player in this messy saga. Well, it's a vibe, just not the one that fans were hoping for. All right, loves, that's all the tea for now. What do you think about Elaine's bold new approach? Do you think she's handling the backlash like a pro, or is it just adding fuel to the fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to stick around for our next video because the Outer Banks drama train isn't slowing down anytime soon. But hold up, it looks like the Outer Banks isn't the only show with off-screen drama. Ariana Grande had plenty to say about her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo's latest outburst, and let me tell you, fans are living for this messy Broadway drama. You do not want to miss that, so click over and check that out. See you there.